What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, who? Cartoon One. Man, I'm back again, homie. It's story time, man. It's story time. This one here, man, is kind of, I don't know. Some people just gonna be into it. Some people ain't. I'm gonna get straight to the get down with the nitty gritty, man. That's that ginger ale today, y'all. I like that zero sugar ginger ale. Love ginger ale. Ginger is one of the best things that you could take for your body. Not saying the ginger ale. Uh-oh. Y'all seen him. He finished start. Anyway, ginger is some of the best stuff you could take, though. Get the ginger root. But anyway, man, this goes back to a situation, man, that happened in the pen, man. That happened in the pen out here in Alabama. From what I can see after so long, it seems like a lot of the southern states, they prison systems are all kind of like the same. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like the same. I've not experienced or seen or heard of anything so far yet that's like the California system. But now, as far as like all the southern states, they systems pretty much seem like they all kind of about the same type of shenanigans, the same type of stuff happening. But anyway, this goes back to a situation. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you young cats, when y'all are coming into these jailhouses, you want to be a part of a gang or this and that. If you not when you first come in, but now a lot of times, like I say, these southern prison system, a lot of dudes, this seems like they almost like they do more gang banging in jail than they do on the streets. But now you got a lot of dudes, man, that have come to jail and become Crips, Bloods, Disciple, Vice Lords, or whatever in jail. I've seen that so much out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, you know, now you got some that was doing it on the streets. You know what I'm saying? But you have just as many that wasn't doing nothing on the streets, but when they get to jail, they decide that they want to join something. They want to become a part of something. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that makes them any less, because I met some dudes, man. Look, man, I got some little partners, man, that started banging. Hey, that thing dark. Anyway, that started banging when they was in jail. And I'm talking about hard as a mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about down all the way down for their grits and gravy. They down for the cause, you know? But anyway, man, this goes back to a little dude, man. He came to maximum security prison that I was in. Now he came up there, Man, I got to straighten that out, man. I don't know where that little, why it's so dark right there. Like I'm a black Hitler or something. But anyway, so look, y'all. It's when you come to these jailhouses, man, and you a part of something, you're gonna be tested 9 times out of 10. Now, at this time, if you came to the prison I was in at this time, and you was a Crip, it was gonna let me know about it. You know, dudes was gonna come, especially if you came to my block. Now, if you went to another block, I would hear about it at a later date. They had people in them blocks that were put in certain positions to do all the checking and all that old crazy stuff. But anyway, so now you come to the block I was in, we was gonna see about you know what I'm saying? Dudes would come to my cell, or if I was in the day room, come to me, like big homie cuz, man, we got another loke in today. I'm like, oh, where he at? No, in the block. I'm like, okay, well go get cuz, you know what I'm saying? Bring him to me, let's talk to him. They'll go get him, you know what I'm saying? To the cell we go. And we'll find out where he from, you know what I'm saying, what he claiming, you know, what he about, you know what I'm saying? We gonna check and see, you know what I'm saying, what he talking about. A lot of times that's gonna involve getting down. It's gonna involve getting down, you know what I'm saying? You have to show some love. We call it showing some love. Cause you gotta show some love, homie. You know, I seen a lot of dudes get in the cell like, man, what you talking about, man? Show some love. Cause you gotta get down. Get down, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll pile up in them 2-man cells. We might pile up in them 2-man cells 15 deep. Fools be all up on the bunks, standing on top of the sinks, the toilets, trying to stand it up on top of the bottom bunks, holding on to the top, trying to get out the way, trying to open up some space So, you know what I'm saying, you can get down for the get downs, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see who put paws on who jaws. Y'all know how it go, you know what I'm saying? You know them paws going to have to be administered. But anyway, it was a ritual, it's what we did, you know what I'm saying? Most had to go through, especially if you came to the block I was in. You wasn't coming up in that block till you cripping this, you cripping that. And we wasn't going to see about you. You know what I'm saying? We want to see what we was working with. You know, it's simple as that. Man, this goes back to a situation, man, that happened one day. The chain that came in. And dudes come to the block. I know 2 of them was Crip. I can't remember. About 5 dudes came to the block. 2 of them was Crip, though. So now, when these 2 dudes came to the Crip, we told them, hey, look, hey homie, check this out. After dinner, you know what I'm saying, meet us over here and sell such and such. So we're like, okay, well, cool. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right. So I'm quite sure little dudes that they might have known in the block or whatever, other dudes, hey, man, look, they let them know what they was going to be in for. This is what's going to go on. This is how it happened. This will go on. This boom, boom, boom. So, okay, well, cool. So anytime dinner time came and I left it, I had to sneak what we call going on escape. Going on escape is the term when we finna go out of pocket. We finna try to run around the prison. Go on the other hallway, go way out on the south side where the dorms are, or you try to sneak through by the shift office and go on the other hall where the other blocks are and get up in there and, you know what I'm saying, try to take care of your business, handle whatever you got going on. Anyway, while I was in the kitchen, word came to me about some business that need to be taken care of. So I would tell homie, I'm like, cuz, look, told the homies at the table, I say, homie, look, I'm finna go on escape. I gotta go on the other hallway, cuz I gotta get up in 1 block. Now we living in 2 blocks, but 1 block is on the other hall, 2 blocks is on the other hall. I say, cuz I gotta get over here in 1 block real quick. You know, y'all handle that a little bit. You know, it wasn't really nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, look, get out, and that's it. At least that's what it was supposed to have been. That's crazy, homie. He haven't been making that noise all day. Them little toys been sitting on the floor. He ain't chewed up. Soon as I go to looking at this goddamn camera and talking, then they ain't want. Hey, look, where are you? Leave that toy alone, man. Okay? Let me make my video. Yeah, get out. You know, he think he runs something. He don't run spit. I run this little bit. He ain't nothing but a little fur ball. I'll thump him. But anyway, so I jetted, man. So, you know, the homies, they proceeded to do what always goes on. What always goes on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, check him out. Let him get his little fight out the way and embrace him as one of the homies. You know what I'm saying? Part of the gang. You feel me? So, okay. It didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. How it went so different, I don't understand. I mean, you know, now, eventually, I got down to the bottom of it. But now, it took me a couple of days. But the damage was already done. You know, by the time I got back to the block, the damage was done, man. Some unnecessary damage, y'all. Unnecessary damage. I end up going on escape to the other side of the prison. So the homies, you know, they go back when, you know what I'm saying, they go back to the block after dinner. They went on and met up in the cell that we always meet up in. And but now they do it one at a time. They called the first dude in, and program went as usual. You know what I'm saying? He got down. Next, call the other fool in, cuz. Okay, so now they call him in. Now it's like about 7 homies in the cell, 7 or 8 homies in the cell. So now they go to asking him questions. To this very day, I do not know what all exact questions was asked this cat to make this situation go as wrong as it went. To make it go as wrong as it went, man. to make it go as wrong as it went. Okay. Y'all remember I told y'all the story about Big Melvin, Big Dummy. Y'all remember the story about Big Melvin, Big Dummy? I told y'all about him. Okay. It was his fault. It was his fault. Now this was back in the day before me and him fell out. But now I should have had enough sense to know I couldn't leave nothing. I couldn't leave him in charge of nothing. No type of situation. Try to run the situation the way it's supposed to be run. Any of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It was going to go wrong. And it went wrong, y'all. How horribly wrong. It went horribly wrong. Okay, so now here it is. Somehow, some way, they get the youngster in there. I'm not gonna say what said he was claiming, because now they're like, man, you expect not to say. You know what I'm saying? It was a Crip set. Well-known Crip set in LA. Okay, so now anyway, I'm not gonna even say who all else was in the cell. I'm just gonna say Big Dummy, though. Big Melvin was in the cell because he was the culprit of the shenanigans. They questioned this cat, man, and asked him all type of certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He must have answered it the wrong way, or acted the wrong way, or did the wrong thing, man. But they end up violating this youngster, man. They violated the youngster, man. They did the youngster bad, man. They end up, man. It's hard to even go all the way into this, man, because they did him wrong. And what they did, man, they end up coercing. They coerced this youngster into pulling his pants off. And they hit him with a broomstick. They hit him with a broomstick, y'all. And I can guarantee you, I was not there. If I would have been there, that would not have happened. You know what I'm saying? No matter how wrong he was, or claiming, or just a bust or scary, that would not have happened. It'd have been like, hey, homie, look, check this out. From here on out, don't claim Crip. You're not no Crip. Go about your way and have a nice day. But don't claim Crip. Or at the extreme, probably would have pummeled him some. Boop, 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 boop. But that, what could he have possibly said or done wrong that would make individuals go to that extent? Even when I did the investigation afterwards, it was nothing nobody could tell me about why that happened. But all the fingers pointed back to Big Dummy. He will do some stupid stuff, man. Some just some real dumb stuff. And this would happen. So look, man, by the time I got back to the block, it was a gang of homies ran to me, cuz, man, cuz they just did wop, wop, whoop, wop, wham, wham, wham. I'm like, what? To who? Man, one of the new dudes just came in, cuz, man, that fool, whoop, 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 whoop. And it was based on, and it was sort of based on, the set he was claiming had one or two dudes there from that set. But they were from two different cities in the state of Alabama. But it went round and round and round. Ain't no telling how they twisted it up, mixed it up, and shot the little youngster through the cross, man. Shot this youngster all the way through the cross. So now, like I say, by the time I get back and go to question about Cub, man, what? So now straight to Big Dummy I go. Old boy is gone. They done ran him off. So I'm like, cuz, man, what's up, man? Why that took place, homie? Why did y'all, what, man, what? What was up to make this happen? Okay, the excuse they gave me, cuz, it wasn't going to stand up. It wasn't valid. It wasn't, no, cuz, I'm like, so that's because he was from over here and not from over here, but he was saying he was this, and this. but they trying to say that this set is not in that city. How can they say that? How do people, I'm like, cuz, how y'all know if you way on this side of the state of Alabama, and here it is, cuz, a city that's 3-4 hours away, how do y'all know what's in that city? Oh, cuz, I done met dudes that, cuz, we got homies that's from there, cuz, they ain't never said nothing about whoopty-whoopty-bam being in that city, cuz, that fool. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay. Cuz out of all the dudes that run up in here, that done took 2-3 different sets and put them together and tried to make one, and what they call in Alabama false flagging. False flag, that's a term they use in Alabama prison system. Oh, you false flagging. That mean when you faking the phone. You trying to be something you ain't. You claiming something as far as the gang aspect. You claiming something that's not there as you know. You just putting something together. You false flagging. So I'm like, okay, cuz as many fools as we ran across that was false flagging over the years, what was so different about him, cuz? You beat him up and send him on, or you just tell him, no, cuz, don't do that. Do this, this, and this. Or you tell him, cuz, just don't claim and get on about your business. What happened that made y'all go to this extent right here? Nobody really had nothing to say. Nobody really could explain it. All they could really do is kind of like allude to the fact that cuz it was Big Melvin's call. It was Big Melvin's call. And even though, me and him didn't get along no more, he's gone now. Rest in peace to Big Melvin, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not here. So, he's not here right now, so still rest in peace to him. But anyway, and it was his call, and he did the dumb stuff. Violated the man with the broomstick. Okay. That ended up, it was tripped out. Because the dude ended up, since that happened, his career was over with. His career was over with. He could no longer claim Crip. He could no longer claim nothing. He was clowned and ridiculed. Once word got out that this took place and this happened to him, he was clowned and ridiculed forever. Now, of course, he couldn't win. He could have went and got him a knife, came back, you know what I'm saying, and went crazy on somebody. But at the time, that wasn't in him. You know what I'm saying? Was he scary? At that time, yeah. Now, the reason why I say at that time, because I end up running across this individual about 10 years later. About 10 years later, I end up running across him. And he wasn't scary no more. No, he wasn't scary no more. No, he was not scary no more. But because of what happened to him, because he couldn't find a home up under no gang's umbrella, somehow, some way, he got turned out. He became a girl. He became gay. That was his business. I didn't give a dang. I didn't know him like that. That was him. But the young man ended up becoming gay, y'all. And he was what he was. I end up running across him years and years and years later. I did a video one time. And I was telling y'all about I had gotten to a big fight in the gym playing basketball. I was by myself with the Bloods. But I was by myself. And, I'm outnumbered. It's like me and 7 or 8 of them. Because it was because the team I played on, I was the only Crip on the basketball team. And we were playing against an all-blood basketball team. So now here it is. You got the 5 that's on the court, and you got however many was on the bench. So now, when the scuffle ensued, I got the 5 that's on the court and the fools that's coming up off the bench too. It is what it is. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes it be that way. But remember I told y'all that when I looked up 3-4 gay dudes that used to be Crips. I told y'all about that. It's the video in there. That used to be, they ran up. They was like, hey, we ain't finna let it go like that. You know what I'm saying? The aid and assistance was appreciated. It was appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed the help at that time. You know, I was outnumbered too many. He was one of them. He was one of them. He was one of them. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to say that he wasn't scary no more because he fought that day. No. After, you know, when I bumped into him again so many years later, I seen, man, he was demonstrating. I seen him get into it with another dude one time, and he put that fire on him. The fire is a knife, the iron, the gun, you know, pop, pop, pop. And I he put that iron on him. I seen him get into 2-3 physical confrontations with some people and was bumping. And I end up telling him one day, I ain't gonna say his name. I say, man, you around there doing all, I say, man, why you wasn't like this way back then when we was in such and such prison? And he was like, man, I was young, I was new, man, I was kind of, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? I was new, you know, and I was in the cell, man, all them dudes, man, looking crazy, act like they was finna jump on me, and they told me to do this and do that and do this and do that. And it just went wrong for me. He said, but now it wouldn't happen no more. He told me, say it wouldn't happen now. I'm like, shoot, it ain't no need for it to happen now. You willingly involved in all the irregular shenanigans. So, you know, he like, I'm just saying, though, it don't make no difference because I'm a girl now. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me no more. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to me. Ain't nobody gonna do this and that and this and that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they want to be stabbed or they want to fight. True enough, my lifestyle is my lifestyle and blah, blah, blah. But still in all, you know, he said, just because I'm a hoe now, it don't mean I'm scary. I'm like, okay, bet it up. And, but that was him, y'all. That was him. It just tripped me out, man. It tripped me out, man. You know, hey. But now, for you youngsters that's running up in these jailhouses, and because y'all listen to this rap music and y'all hear all this and that, and you think that it's just gonna be peaches and cream, it's just gonna be you just gonna go in there because you got 1 or 2 homeboys up in there, and you finna go up in there and think you finna have a ball. Hey, man, you know, hey, listen. It don't always turn out right. I don't give a dang how many homeboys you think you have. And when I say think, because you're running to dudes that been in there for some years that you grew up with on the streets. And I tell you, when you get in there with them, they don't be the same people you grew up with. I'm telling you, man, believe that. Sometimes it turn out cool. I'm not saying it's always like that. But a lot of time, the same dudes you think that's in there that got your back because you grew up with them be the same ones pulling stunts on you. So, all the stories that people might have got out of prison and tried to glorify themselves like they was like they was just doing it like they was a real live Avenger, one of the X-Men up in there. I seen a whole lot of them. Boy, it wasn't cool for them. It wasn't many years. They was punching bags. Now, some of them bounced back and did they thug thistle. But now, hey, I'm saying all that to say, man, how about just not go to jail, period? How about just stay on the streets with your family, your friends, and your so-called loved ones? Don't go in there and make the decision that you finna go do 20, 30 years and you just gonna be the hog with the big balls on the yard. It ain't nice, man. It's like playing the card game, coon can. For those who know what coon can is, it's like some can, some can't. But it's me, y'all, your big partner, Cartoon One, man. I'm out. I represent the gangsters, homie.